All right, you guys. How is everyone? Hello. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. 안녕하세요, 친구. 좋아요 아침, because it is the morning time. It is 7:07 currently, and we are going to get right into planning our budget for the next 2 weeks. Let's go. Okay, so this thing is crooked and it is bothering me. I know y'all can't see that, but I can see it. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I probably changed the angle like a little bit, but my tripod thingy is like crooked because of the way it's set up. But anyway, let's get back into what I was talking about. This is my finance journal that I have had for years. Like, when did I start this? Like 2023? I don't know, but that's not important. What's important is what's in the back of this finance journal. Let's go ahead and mark off the day because it is the 19th, the day before my birthday. And I am participating in budgeting my debts. She rolls a dice every single day for the month and she saves that amount, but she hasn't posted her video for today, so I don't have that right now. As y'all can see, I use her template to budget out my month and, you know, write down the notes of what I got going on for the month. So we're going to get into all of that because excuse me, I've had some car expenses that I prepared for, you know, as a cash stuffer, I prepared for it, but it's still just a lot to come out of, to deal with as it's happening, right? So anyway, I'm not going to go into full crazy detail because I don't want this video to be long, but just know that all of this stuff that y'all see right here are car repair finances that I'm having to make sure that I'm budgeting for and paying back and all of the things. So yeah, that's that. So today is the 19th. Boom, my birthday's tomorrow. Whoop whoop. But I really can't celebrate because I got car crap going on. So that's that. All right, actually, I think I need to keep this out just in case because this does have all my bills on it. Everything in pink are bills that stay in the bank. I do not cash stuff those. Everything that's orange are things that get cash stuffed. Yeah, okay. And everything in yellow, these are just dates for things like I had my hair done. This was my car repair that I had done yesterday, Thanksgiving. That's what all the yellow is. Okay. Let's put that there just so I can have my reference if I need it. Let's remove that. And let's go into our actual budgeting sheet. Let me grab a pen. Yes. Hope you guys are doing good today. Y'all, I keep forgetting to write down what the freak I'm getting paid. Why do I do this? Like, I might have to stop the video just to go back and look. I was wrong. I don't know. It wasn't 11:20. It was 11:05. Like, that is a big difference. So, I wrote this down, extra hour on my check because I was going to separate the extra hour from my actual paycheck so that I could pay on a new tire that I need. I need a new tire. And I called Walmart and asked them how much. They said the Black Friday deal to have the tire replaced with the warranty on it is going to be like 90 something with taxes. So to me, I might as well budget $100. So 1105, but I think I'm going to do 1005, and then we're going to put 100 as that extra bonus money because I'm going to put that towards my car, which is what this says. Hopefully y'all can see it. I might just zoom in. So that means my total will be 1,105. All right. That way I can keep that money separate from what I'm about to budget for the next check or whatever. If y'all get what I'm trying to say. if I separate it, I won't budget it and we won't, you know, mess ourselves up. So there's that. Now let's get into the things that I've already added up, because you guys know I do it off camera because I have ADHD, I have scatterbrain. Like, doing this on camera with y'all would take forever. Like, I usually do this. I put a YouTube video on, and I like just sit for like an hour and do this. Actually, let me pull out my, so y'all can see. Oh, look at that. You guys, I got a new binder from Soft Life Budgeting, and I love how I decorated this binder. It is so cute. Like, I am in love, in love, in love, in love. So this is my bills binder now. So we're gonna start with rent. Rent, right now it should have 300 in 3 or 4. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 400. Yeah. So we're gonna cash stuff 370, and the reason why I'm doing 370 instead of the normal 410 is because my rent lately has been low. I think it's because of all the problems that we have. If y'all have watched my previous cash stuffing, I showed y'all footage of my tub and how I have ants crawling all in it. There's raccoons in the wall. I think they're accommodating that by making our rent a little cheaper. So I'm gonna put that money elsewhere. I'm not gonna keep stuffing it in here and then I'm not spending it on rent. That's no. So anyway, 370 for rent, car insurance 63, car loan 118. My electric bill is 75 because usually, y'all, it was high because I mean I was running my heat or my air or one of the two. I can't remember. I think I'm running my heat right now because it's cold, but I don't. But it whatever. Y'all get my point. My point is it's a lot higher than usual by like 30 bucks. So I stuffed 35 in here because usually it's only like $70, but no, it was 110 this month. So we're gonna have to go ahead and make sure we cash stuff that 75. We're gonna do 20 for my phone bill. Y'all know my phone bill is due every 3 months, so we're saving up for January. That's when it's due. And then I've separated my credit cards from my bills. So this is my Discover card. That's the only credit card that I have right now that has any money on it, any debt on it. And that is over here. But since we're looking at it, I'm going to talk about it. We're going to stuff, let me see, what are we stuffing? So to go towards my actual debt, it's going to be $90. I did buy something off of Etsy. That's $28. And then for my car, because most of it I paid, but I did have $42 that went to my credit card that was unpaid. So we're going to do plus 42. So in total, we're putting $160 towards my Discover card. Okay. And then, oh, I didn't change this. I didn't change that. Hold on. And then for my student loans, we're going to be putting 25. I was putting 30, but I lowered it to 25 because I had a whole math thing that I did in my head of the reason why, but I'm not gonna go into that in this video. I don't want this video to be crazy long. So we're gonna put that there. And I need to change this because I added this Discover card thing like literally like yesterday. So I haven't changed the actual total. The total shouldn't say 143. The total should say, let me do the math real quick. 90 plus 28 plus 25 plus 42 equals 185. Yeah. So this should say 185 is going towards debt. All right, now let's go back here. I'm sorry that I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. I went over my bills with you guys, my bill binder. Now we're gonna go over the expenses that I have that stay in the bank because their amount is so low, and I just don't have a reason to really be cash stuffing that. So we have back market is $3 for insurance. I bought my brother a phone and I have insurance on it. That's what that is. I am learning Korean. As you guys know, I'm learning Korean. So to pay for my online class is $17 if I choose to do an hour. And then Cash App, I give my brother an allowance. That's $15. Xfinity, I use an Xfinity hotspot, and that's $10. Hulu plus Disney Plus, because I have both, is $14. And then I do have Google Photo Storage. That's $2. So yeah, that's what those bills are. Now we're gonna add up all of our bills, and then the stuff that stays in the bank. Let's go ahead and do that. 370 plus 63 plus 118 plus 75 plus 20 plus 3 plus, calm down. Calm down. My nail slipped. I lost all my progress. Plus 15 plus 10 plus 14 plus 2. Okay, we have 707. I'm gonna double check that. Give me just a second. 707. Okay, so all right, we have 707. I have no space. Where am I gonna write? I'm gonna write it at the top. I'm gonna just put $707, and we're gonna highlight it so that we can see that. So all of my bills are 707, and my saving challenges, sorry y'all, my brain is all over the place. Where my saving challenges, we also have those already added up because we do those during our cash stuffing, right? Then I just put it on paper. So my roll and save, I had rolled $27, y'all. That's the most I think I've ever rolled in a roll and save. Our scratch, we scratched $13, and that's our last scratch for that Inuyasha challenge. So I'm excited to move on to a different challenge. Our yearly challenge, we're gonna complete that with $20 so we can move on to the next month. And then we have my $1 challenge. I like even numbers, so I just did $10. And then so that way we can get 70, because let's see, 27 plus 13 plus 20 was 60. So I just did $10 to make it an even 70. All right, and then that's all of my savings challenges. So we've added up everything. Our bills is 707. Our debt payoff for my Discover card and student loans, 185. And then my saving challenges, that's going to be $70. So let me mark those just so we all can see them. I'm going to do my debt one more time just to be sure of those numbers. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Y'all, I just got to double check myself because I move. Sometimes my brain and myself are not moving at the same time, so my brain can be moving faster than me, and that's why sometimes I can be very forgetful of things. Okay, anyway, let's put this back. Now what we need to do is we need to add up these 3 payments and subtract it from my my paycheck, and that'll tell me what I got left for me to put into my wallet and my sinking funds. Let's see. So we have 707 plus 185 plus 70. That's $962. Y'all, what the freak? What the freak? Okay, let's just, okay, let's write that down. Y'all, I'm like, like, that's how I feel. So let's do 105 minus $962. Minus 162. That is $43. Y'all, I can't survive off $43. Like, what in the world? Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. Like, y'all, my birthday is tomorrow, and I'm, like, stressed. Like, I kind of want to cry right now, just to be, like, completely transparent with y'all. I want to cry. Because this car stuff has really just messed me up. Like, it really has. Because even if I skip all of this and I don't put anything in here, I still only have, you know, $50 that's going in. Like, that's nothing. Like, that is nothing. So I hate this. Like, because what am I supposed to do? Let me put 43 so I can see that number. I'm thinking what I'm gonna have to do is just, I was gonna put this $100 towards my tire, but I might have to put it on my credit card, and I'm gonna just have to pay myself back over time. I hate that. Like, I'm so serious about paying off my credit card. Having to put money on there is irking me. And y'all, I've already spent, let me see what's in here. Yeah, like, my debt buffer, that's gone. All of that money's gone. And then all the money in my car maintenance envelope is gone. Like, I've already used that money to pay for the car. I needed a new alternator. So I used all of that money to pay for the alternator and the labor. So, like, I just, like, I want to say so bad. The only thing that I can really think to do is just pay this off over time and put it on my credit card. I hate to do that, but that's just what it's gonna boil down to, unfortunately, because y'all, I get paid every 2 weeks. Like, $42 for 2 weeks is like, and I have to buy groceries. I gotta put gas in my car, you know, I gotta get stuff for the house. Not even like spending is, I've already spent enough money. You know, Black Friday, I'm not really messed up about Black Friday. I'm not. So, and I know it's my birthday, but I don't really expect anyone to give me money on my birthday. So that's why I'm like, the only person I can rely on right now is me, myself, and I. And it sucks, but it's the truth. So, yeah. So I'm gonna just scratch that. We're just gonna scratch that. We're just gonna scratch it. And we're gonna do $143 because I can't do that. But I'm thinking that all $143 will have to go into my wallet, and nothing will go in my sinking funds. That sucks. Like, I'm trying so hard to like be, I'm in a good mood, but like, that is sucking me. That is sucking right now, like, hard. And I think the problem is my debt, because it's just so much. But, you know, it is what it is. Then I got $25 going towards student loans, and I could move that to my wallet as well, but I still want to make sure that we're paying attention to that. So it is what it is. I want to make sure that we're paying on this. That's what I meant to say. So we have 140. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Like, y'all, I hate doing this, especially my birthday's tomorrow. Like, why am I stressing like this? This is crazy. Yeah. And then I really don't even have money for eating out or anything. Luckily, I did take off of work for my birthday, so I won't really have to like have gas for work or food for work, because I only work one day this week, which is Sunday, and then I'm off until that next Sunday. So, I mean, until that next weekend. So that's the good thing. God is good for that. So yeah, I think, unfortunately, we're just gonna have to skip all of my sinking funds. Like, that makes me want to cry. But we're gonna go ahead and mark. Let me move my hand out of the screen. I'm sorry. We're gonna go ahead and mark that off as a big fat nothing. And we're only gonna stuff my wallet. So I'm thinking groceries and gas might be the only two that I can actually put money in, because I want to put 100 in groceries, and then we have $43. And trying to think about gas. I think I'm gonna do 40 for gas, nothing in spending, and I'm gonna do $3 in eating out, because like I said, I only go to work one time this week, but I could use that $3 to go to the vending machine if I need to. So yeah, that's $143, and that's what that's going to be for. That sucks. Like, I don't even know how to like explain how bad that sucks, but that's the reality of, you know, budgeting and being responsible. So, and you know, unexpected expenses. I just hate it happened during my birthday month. Like, what? My birthday's tomorrow and I'm having to stress over this. Is crazy. Let's go ahead and put this here. So my income was 1,105. My expenses was 707. My wallet was 143, and my debt was 185. And then my savings was 70. So if I subtract those numbers from 1105, we should be zeroed out. So 105 minus 707 minus 143 minus 185 minus 70 is 0. Because we are a zero-based budgeter, so we use every penny to the best of our ability. All right, y'all, that sucks. That sucks, but it is what it is. So nothing will be cash stuffed except for my wallet and my bills binder and my saving challenges. So boom, there it is. It sucks, but it's okay. That happens sometimes. And sometimes I have to remind myself that I'm technically not, we're 22 minutes in, so I'm gonna cut this short. But sometimes I have to remind myself that even though I feel like I'm broke, technically I'm not broke. My money is just in my binders. You know what I mean? If I really wanted to, I could unstuff every single dollar in here and I could put it towards my car and it would just be done with. But to me, I don't want to do something like that because I don't really know how to say it in words, but it would just make me feel uneasy to not have any money at all. Like, most of the car payments, most of the car expenses that I've just had, I've paid for. Like I just showed y'all, I had to empty out 2 envelopes to pay for it, but the money was there for me to have to pay for it. So I thank God for cash stuffing. I thank God that I'm being financially responsible to the best of my ability, because it has really helped me this week. But unfortunately, I still do have other things that money did not cover. But we are responsible and we are budgeting. We're paying attention to our money and where it's going. And so we're just going to make sure that the expenses that weren't covered, we're just going to have to use our check to make sure we get that paid off, because it's on my credit card and I can't have that because we're paying off our credit card. We can't be adding more money on there. Absolutely not. So yeah, that's just gonna that's that. Y'all get my point. You know, any extra expenses on my credit card that I'm doing, it needs to be wiped away ASAP. We're not doing that. So that's just what that is. And if I have to, you know, not have any seeking funds for a couple of checks to cover that, that's what it is. Like, that's what it is. As long as I can eat and put gas in my car, we don't need to complain. Like, we don't. So anyway, also, you know, if it's that serious, you know, I also could pick up extra shifts at work. Like, I might just have to, you know, drink some extra coffee and stay up a couple of extra hours at work. Like, I don't know. I don't know, but like I said, we're running on probably 25 minutes now. Let me cut this video short. If you guys can relate to what I'm going through right now, let me know that I'm not alone, and that, you know, maybe you have an expense or two that's kind of cutting into your check a little more than you wish it was. But by the graces of God, this will pass and we'll be back to normal, stuffing our sinking funds and, you know, getting things done the way that we like. So yeah, that is that for this video. I appreciate every single person that is tuned in and stayed till the end. And I also appreciate all the new subscribers that I have. You know, it's not a lot, but it doesn't matter if it's a lot or a little. Like, I appreciate anyone that clicked that subscribe button and liked and has been commenting on my videos. Like, you guys are genuinely appreciated. Chuai, please know that. Like, Shayob, like, please know that you are appreciated. Kumapshumida, I really, really want to thank you. Anyway, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys for the cash stuffing. Annyeong.